The first thing that people tell me when I tell them that I'm a real estate agent is, have you seen Selling Sunset? And the answer is no, I haven't. I honestly have zero interest in watching it. I don't plan on watching it at all. But since so many people have asked me if I've seen it, I thought it'd be funny to check out one episode. So let's see what it's all about.
Well, let's figure out who's sitting what on Sunday and Tuesday. We've got Queens, which is new at 4.7, so I guess you can sit Queens.
Okay.
Christine, you can sit your own listing on Hollywood, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Doheny. Brett, which one are you doing?
Crescent.
Mary?
I can do one
You
Sunday.
want to sit Temecula for a backup?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
We don't do this often, as you know, but we are bringing another girl on to the brokerage.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. She's
Oh,
going to be in a few
where?
minutes. I want you guys to be aware.
Chriselle.
For
She
sure.
was at Chriselle.
With the K?
Yeah, I can tell how well this is gonna go.
So as far as morning, basically stand-up meetings, what I call them, that's actually realistic. I do this with my assistant transaction coordinators, so everyone on my team, so that everyone's on the same page. So doing something like this, especially like on a Monday morning to kick off the week, is actually good. So that's actually realistic. I think it's a little staged that they're suddenly bringing someone on in episode 1, and they never do that.
Her personality, you can show.
Just happens to be the right
I would not
time.
bring anybody on that I didn't think would gel.
They like her. Even Christine might like her.
Watch out. Where's she gonna sit?
She can sit on the floor until she proves herself.
Yeah, right.
Be nice.
But take your time to get. But
I
seriously,
feel like she's going to be naturally intimidated, so do your best.
Christine, you heard that?
yeah, just be nice when she comes in.
How do you say her name?
Chriselle.
Chriselle. Okay.
I'm Jason Oppenheim, and this is my twin brother Brett. Together, we built and own the Oppenheim Group brokerage here. We are far and away the #1 real estate team in West Hollywood. We sell $250 million a year. Anyone who's buying or selling in the Sunset Strip and the Hollywood Hills calls us. Let's get to work.
So I mean, if that is the size of their team, that's a pretty that's obviously a very tight team. A lot of different brokers take like bigger models where it's more of a volume of agent people. They're trying to get 200 agents to sell just a little bit versus to have 10 agents sell a lot. So I guess they're on the other spectrum there.
I bust my ass. I'm always on call. I was one of the first people to start at the Oppenheim Group. Jason, he says he does about 20% growth. I'm like, cool. I'm going to do about 40% growth every year.
This is super fresh.
I'm not afraid to get down and dirty. It's honestly not always glamorous. It's just part of the business. You have to have a vision, and if you do a nice job with nice finishes, you can actually make $1 million profit.
I have great international connections. The real estate business is all about building relationships. La zdravie. If this doesn't sell the house, I don't know what will.
My favorite part of being a real estate agent is I feel like I'm a matchmaker. It's kind of like falling in love. I have that passion for working with first-time homeowners. My job is to take the stress on and let you enjoy the process. It's definitely breathtaking.
We're a badass crew to hang out with.
Yeah, you have to have thick skin.
I thought we could work together, but clearly we can't.
When was the last time you were in a relationship? Like a proper relationship? You were throwing me under the bus.
And you could have owned up to it.
It's like Housewives of
Dementia? I don't know.
whatever. I don't even know what they do. What city now?
A lot, but at the end of the day, our clients always come first.
Welcome to your dream home, guys.
I don't even know if this is about real estate. Little chauffeur there. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. A lot of the things that they say, I would say most of the things they're saying are kind of true in terms of, they're saying, the business is not glamorous. They hustle all the time. They work all the time. It's tough to have a good work-life balance. But everything that they're showing is completely not that. So that's kind of the unrealistic part about it, I guess.
Heather, just make sure your offer is the first one in.
Okay. All right.
Listen, yes, of course you can show both of those.
We can get going with it because it's gonna.
Hey bro, come on. Did you ever get a call from those potential buyers?
Hi,
Always on your phone. That's definitely true.
How are you? Listen, I'm here with an associate of mine.
James.
We actually.
Do you have the plans for Doheny?
Yeah.
So let me look at it and I'll just call you back, okay? Cool. Awesome. All right. Bye.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, babe. Hey.
How did the showing go?
Amazing. Go on. All right, so they like everything. We got the offer in higher than we expected. 3,550. It's higher.
So our clients will take that.
Yeah.
Good. Nice work. I want it in writing. When are we
Yeah,
going to
we
get
got it.
In writing?
Yeah, she
Oh,
just
okay,
sent it
good.
through. You want to call them together or?
I mean, honestly, for 12,000, I think it's a steal.
Hey, Natalie. So I've got Jason here with me.
Hey, Natalie. The good news is Mary got him to step up
Yeah.
to the 3,550. So I hope we have a deal.
Yeah, we have a deal.
Fantastic. All right.
He's honestly super unenthusiastic. The delivery was kind of bad. Which honestly, I'm kind of bad at too sometimes. Because with real estate, it's when you get the offer in, it is not the, you didn't just sell the house. It's just an offer. You still have the inspection period. If there's financing, you still have the financing period. So from my insider perspective, I know that we still have a lot of things to go. There's a lot of steps. So I don't like to take my clients on that roller coaster ride of like, oh my gosh, we just got an offer in, like acting like the place sold. When in reality, we still could come up with like roadblocks. So I honestly do have more of a level-headed presentation like him, but it's funny that sometimes you almost feel like you need to be more excited, and you should be more excited because your client's more excited, and it's like weird that you're not. But yeah, it's kind of a difference between personalities with agents. This is the new agents magically showing up on episode 1.
Michelle, the girl I told you about.
Yeah, we have a new girl in the office, and guess what? She's a pretty girl. Shocking.
Good to see you.
I came here and get.
Why would I want a
You said
Nico?
in the office. Hi. My first impression of Chriselle is that she's used to being a kiss ass, and she was always that girl in school that asked for extra credit. That'll be interesting to see how she gets along with everybody, aka me.
Here, let me introduce you to some people.
Okay.
Girls, Michelle.
Hi guys. Hi.
It's funny, anyone that actually knows me knows that for me to watch this is absolutely painful right now.
So beautiful. That was the first thing I noticed. I know they're so successful. I was a little intimidated, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of felt like high school.
Beautiful. Hi.
I mean, whether it was like the Ann Taylor, like driving Miss Daisy dress, I don't know. I think she's like really nice. I just want to work on her style a little bit.
Is it well Chriselle?
Chriselle. Yes.
Chriselle.
I moved from Kentucky to Los Angeles to be an actress, and then I got a job on a soap opera on all my children. But what happens with acting is there's a lot of downtime. And I was like, you know what? I have the time. I've always wanted to do it. So I went and got my license. And now it's kind of nice because something that I did in my off time, I found is a real passion of mine.
Try to remember how nervous you guys were meeting everybody the first time you came in. So.
So you've been married.
Honestly, if this is like how these people actually are, they actually act like this, like there is no shot that I could ever be on this team, because it's kind of like, as they were saying, it's kind of like a high school mentality of pettiness. And it's funny, you do see that a lot in real estate, where you'll have an agent who will bring like their ego into the deal and just be like a bull running around a china shop, just messing things up, often at like the expense of their own buyer's best interest. Like, for example, let's say like a buyer really wants a home and they're just trying to negotiate a little bit, and the buyer's agent goes so far to the one side with it that they just completely blow up the deal. The listing agent no longer likes them. The seller doesn't want to work with the buyer. The seller thinks the buyer is an absolute jerk. But meanwhile, it's just the buyer's agent that's a jerk. So honestly, egos like this, it never goes far in real estate. So I don't know. I hope that's just kind of for show. Because you work with the same people all the time too. So if you're a jerk to other agents, I mean, the next time you say, oh, I want to show your property, my buyer's in town, they want to see it, they're not gonna want to work with you. And that's a disservice to your clients if you act like that.
For how long?
In October, it'll be 1 year. But we've been
I don't think
together
I can finish this.
So my husband.
What are we
is
at,
just-
Mason? 5 minutes now? I don't think I can.
He's on the show. This is
I don't think I can do this.
We've been together 5 5 years, but almost
It's like
1.
getting into personal lives and stuff.
The office, so I'm actually in Sherman Oaks, so
Any open houses north of Mulholland? That's her.
we need some too. Yeah.
I know.
I'd love
I mean-
to. You've got LA here, you've got the hills, the Hollywood Hills, but then over a big canyon behind all of that is the valley. And it's a little hotter, but the real estate, you get a lot more for your money, and it's really residential. You don't have to have a reservation every time you want to go to dinner, and I personally think it's better.
And the newest person brings Starbucks too.
Okay. I got it. I got it.
If you have any questions or anything, I mean, I think we'll all try to be nice.
Sure, you have to watch out for her, but she can be
Maybe I'm a little cold, but I've always been honest out the gate. And I think a lot of people aren't necessarily honest because they want to tell people what they think they want to hear. And that's not what I'm here for.
Welcome to the team, Chriselle.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I'm so excited to join.
Awesome.
There's obviously a lot of nerves going into, being the new girl, going into such a tight-knit group, but I think it was a good start.
This is like the house that everyone's going to be talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm already thinking about what buyer.
It is funny too how they have pretty much an all-girls team besides the founders. But honestly, on average, women are just better and more successful in real estate than men on just a general gender basis.
Hey guys,
Hey, team.
this is incredible. Check out that view.
Right?
Wow, this is amazing.
This is a little different than the 2-bedroom condos I've been showing in the valley.
This is actually the biggest house ever built in the Hollywood Hills.
This is the biggest listing that we've ever had. When it's done, it will be over 20,000 square feet,
Wow.
5 luxurious bedrooms, and 9 bathrooms.
This is the master closet.
Wow.
This is master
Wait, is it
bedroom.
closet?
This is the closet, yeah?
That's insane.
Not only that, it has a 15-car garage, 4 hot tubs, 150-foot pool.
I mean, you need all that.
360-degree views from the rooftop deck, and an elevator that takes you up.
I've never sold a house that doesn't have a 16-car
This is gonna
garage.
get even better. All 4 of these power lines are going to be dropped at a cost of over $400,000.
Oh, this is so Maryland up here. Like, look at the tree.
This is actually where the television comes up. So you
So it
can
comes all
watch
the way up.
the 16-foot television from the master bedroom.
Okay, as much as I love looking at a fake TV, can we please see the roof?
Yes. Let's see it.
Wow, this is sick. Is amazing.
Wow. These are the best views in LA.
On top of the world.
And you get the full sunset strip from here. In fact, you can even see our office right there. It's over 4,000 square feet, this rooftop deck. The largest rooftop deck.
This really is kind of tough to watch.
Can you imagine?
Honestly, the only thing I'm seeing, like while watching this, is that, yes, you do want to focus on location, obviously, in real estate, and when you're investing so much money, make sure it's in the perfect location. Spend extra time to do that. Oftentimes, I'll see people,
Let's see all this, guys.
basically overbuild for an area, and they're building this crazy luxury home in an area that's just like not very luxury because the price is better.
Really cool.
And it's a terrible investment. So obviously the views here, I mean, that's one of the biggest things. I don't know that area very well, but looks fairly well located. All right, we're gonna skip. I don't think I can make it through this middle part of this episode. Let's go to the last 5 minutes here.
Price, the right location, the right agency. It's the first house I'm gonna buy. It's a big
Okay, a little consultation here.
Totally get it.
So,
Thank you so much. Thanks.
thank you. Well, cheers.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Cheers.
I really like what you show.
Yeah.
I like you as a person. I like you as a woman. I like the houses you show me. It's just a matter of just,
Yeah.
let's hang out a little bit more, see where we're going with
Oh yeah,
this.
but you know that I'm married, right?
Yeah, no problem. He's in Miami, you in LA a lot. I'm in LA. We can just, when you're in LA, hang out, and then we see more houses. That's all I'm saying. I like everything about what you tell me and the houses that you show me. I've been looking for 2 more houses with another 2 realtors.
What do you mean? You're working with other
Yeah.
agents?
I went with a realtor. She's last pre.
Yeah, honestly, right then and there, if I was her, I mean, just stop working with this guy. I mean, this is really weird. It's funny. I do get asked that question. Have I ever had, do I have like clients and stuff like come on to me? And honestly, I don't. I think unfortunately, that's what, women real estate agents have to deal with. I really don't. But yeah, if I was in her shoes, I mean, this is just weird. And especially he's acting like she needs to earn his business and like that. I mean, she clearly doesn't really want to work with her that much.
Realtor based on the way they look, or
No. I just had to see what's out there.
I've been showing you good stuff. But
Right.
it's kind of like I didn't know you're working with other agents. It's a nice specific niche to work with, those bachelor guys who wants to buy something up in the hills. At the same time, you have to be careful, are they really going to buy something? Just be honest with me. Like, you think you really want to buy a house at some point?
I'm interested.
In me or in buying a house?
Buying a house and we can hang out. I'm sure you're lonely in LA.
I mean, Tal, like, I don't bullshit.
I mean, this has got to be staged. I mean, would this guy really want to look like this big of a jerk on TV? Like, there's no shot. I mean, I don't know.
Around, just kind of like a little bit disappointed. Seriously?
This is hard to watch.
Wasting my time.
But meeting a buyer, meeting a seller out at dinner, that's realistic.
30 minutes late.
Shocking.
It's like
Four girls will be late in LA. It's so weird.
we were all on time.
A little team dinner.
Yeah, got something on time.
Thank you. Oh, I have an odd thing with punctuality.
Yeah, day one, she's like, oh.
Real estate agents definitely have a terrible rap of being late all the time.
With Christine. Christine comes off.
I'm very
girl inside.
I'm very anal about that, about being late. I always like to be early.
We already ate, so what voting dessert?
Mary's 37 and her boyfriend is barely just 25. Dang.
This is Chriselle. She's the new girl. This is my boyfriend, Romaine.
Oh, is that Graham Stefan at the
Listen,
table?
I mean, Mary's hot. Go get it, girl. Do your thing. Do you. I like it.
I had a drink with a client earlier. Well, I was on a date, but I didn't know I was on a date.
So how did it go?
It started out fine, but then it got super flirtatious.
That's how they trap you.
Yeah, you talk. So I'm sending them to lunch now. Like, everyone going to lunch. It's no more happy hour, no more
No,
dinners.
lunch is the best way to do
Lunch
it.
is safe.
Professional, it's safe.
If they're serious, I bring Jason. Wait, Jason, what happened at your open house today?
This guy comes in, I'm like, oh, do you like the house? He's like, no, it's not really the price point I'm looking for. I'm like, what price point are you looking for? He's like, oh, 20 to 40.
What?
Like, $40 million buyer from that open house, dude.
So that's Graham Stefan right there.
This guy
He
comes
does a
in,
lot.
I'm like, oh, do you like the house?
In real estate.
This is the best.
Where is he at?
What do you do?
Lunch is
He's
safe.
at the end of the table there.
It's safe.
He does live out in California. I believe he sold a lot of real estate, and now he's primarily just into YouTube videos
This guy comes in, I'm like,
and
oh,
real
do
estate
you like the house?
investing.
He's like, no, it's not really the price
Very
point
smart
I'm
guy,
looking for.
though.
What price point are you looking for? He's like, oh, 20 to 40.
What?
Like, $40 million
There
buyer
it is.
from that open house, dude. Just to give you guys a lesson in how awesome open houses are.
What are they like? I
Very
love
true.
Lucy like squishing the grapes right now. Like I'm thirsty. I need a glass of wine.
Oh, I need another skip here.
Rochelle,
Get to the last
tell us
minute
about-
of this.
Dang, girl.
Be nice.
Yeah, be nice.
Christine is the one that Jason and Brett kind of warned me about. She's like the one I feel like I have to prove myself to.
I'm not gonna make it hard for her to last. I'm just gonna haze her a little bit.
All right. That's a real estate TV show review right there. I think I've seen enough. Pretty much, yes, they do say realistic things there in terms about like the grind. Always being on their phones. What else was realistic about what they said? Kind of that personal life balance we're talking about a little bit. But obviously a lot of this is just staged or, they're very petty. I'm assuming they're not that petty. But yeah, when it comes to real estate, you're pretty much, you're always working and doing something, whether you're finding, more people that want to sell a home, you're finding houses for your buyers, doing a consultation with the seller, doing a consultation with the buyer, working with a builder on a new upcoming build project. So at least me personally, I'm not doing a lot of just, whining and dining and lunches and stuff, but maybe they do it a little different out there. Yes, you do that, but you do that within the context of business. It's not just, that's not really going to generate stuff. So, yeah, this was honestly painful to watch. I can't say I'm watching episode number 2. I hope there's not a second season of this, at least not the same group at least. But obviously they're killing it out there. So, and they're probably a lot different in person than this show. So, yeah. There it is. That's my review of Selling Sunsets. It's maybe some of the things they say are realistic, but everything they're showing is kind of unrealistic from the sense of what they're actually doing. This is very glamorized, but yeah, it's TV. Yeah, that's it, man.